Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 18. We are just removed from NXT TakeOver Deep South. Let's get straight into the action. Tom Phillips, Nigel McGuinness, and Steve Kratos welcome us to NXT. Tom Phillips says that tonight on NXT, we're going to have one hell of a show. The camera stands on them for a minute and fades to ringside. Glorious! Blair says BobbY Roode shows up on this NXT Championship. He makes his way down the ramp and into the ring and declares himself this generation's Babe Ruth. The fans cheer. He says Eric Young took a swing and missed. Curtis Axel took a swing and missed. And out now comes Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre says, strike three and you're out, Mr. Roode. The fans boo. Drew said he debuted at NXT TakeOver Deep South and was forced into a match with Ty Dillinger, who's atop the NXT card, so naturally, I'm next in line for your NXT Championship. The fans boo. But before Bobby can speak, Hideo Itami's theme hits, and the new NXT Money in the Bank briefcase holder arrives on stage and steps out to Drew Galloway. Hideo Itami says he's been in NXT for a long time. Injuries have pushed him back multiple times, but now he holds the NXT Money in the Bank. He's not cashing it in, but he holds it. The fans cheer. Drew and Itami get into each other's face as William Regal's theme hits. William Regal steps out and in between the hottest return to NXT Drew McIntyre and the man who can be argued as the face of NXT now, or should be, Hideo Itami. William Regal says he clearly has a case of contention, pun on words, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. In 2 weeks' time, Drew McIntyre, you will take on the NXT Money in the Bank briefcase holder Hideo Itami with the winner facing NXT champion BobbY Roode at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. William Regal's theme hits again as he walks away, the fans cheering and all three workers looking onward. Alright, so a match set up for 2 weeks. Itami and Galloway, the winner faces Roode at Brooklyn. Mr. NXT shown walking backstage on his way to the ring. He's up next. And about that at Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Mr. NXT defeats Patrick Clark in 3 minutes by pinfall with a high-speed roundhouse kick. Mr. NXT gets the victory here tonight. Next, we get a creepy video with Solomon, Crow, Donst, and Masada. They don't say much of anything, but just stare into the camera using sign language. Images of them all bloody up flashes on screen, including flashes of their debut at NXT TakeOver Deep South against DIY. The final image of Masada showing color and having blood pouring down his face as they all smile. Crow simply says, DIY, see you soon. We fade out of the video and back to ringside, where in a decent match, Murphy defeats Roderick Strong in 8 minutes with the Murphy's Law. A surprise win here for Murphy. Murphy will be in singles action for a while as Blake was injured. So yeah, Murphy will be going to singles action until Blake is returned from his injury. But he gets a nice victory here tonight over Roddy Strong, who's been in a little bit of a slump since NXT started. Next, just because we're a few weeks away from Hideo and Drew doesn't mean we aren't going to see them in action. Tonight, DIY teams with NXT Money in the Bank briefcase holder Hideo Itami to take on McIntyre and the NXT Tag Team Champions Razor, Akam, the authors of Pain. Alright, next, in an extremely short match, Nikki Cross defeats Kimberly in 5 minutes with the Perfect Storm. Nikki Cross gets the victory here tonight over Kimberly. Pretty good match, actually. 51 to 52, looks like they're pretty solidly rated. Next, we see DIY and Hideo Itami walking to the ring because the main event is coming up next. But first, the iconic duo of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce walk into William Regal's office, the NXT Women's Championship sitting on Peyton Royce's arm. William Regal cuts off Billie before she can speak. Peyton tries and gets the same response. William Regal says what happened at NXT TakeOver Deep South was a shame. She's defending her NXT Women's Championship on NXT TV against Candice LaRae next week. Peyton goes to speak, but is cut off again. William Regal says that if she walks in on her match again, the championship is changing hands regardless. Now, please, I have other matters to attend to. The iconic duo flip their hair and leave as William Regal is left to his devices. Peyton Royce versus Candice LaRae next week. If she walks out on her match, if she leaves the ring and gets counted out, Candice LaRae will be the champion. And in tonight's main event, in a decent match, Drew McIntyre and the authors of Pain, the NXT Tag Team Champions, defeat Itami and DIY when McIntyre defeats Tommaso Ciampa by pinfall with the Future Shock. Drew McIntyre pins Tommaso Ciampa here in this match as McIntyre and the authors of Pain defeat Itami and DIY. Big Toe, okay, chemistry. All right, well, we also have a post-show match for the first time, just because why not? Oh, an awful post-show match. In a decent post-show match, Aleister Black, BobbY Roode, Cassius Ohno, Noe Jose, and Ty Dillinger defeat Alexander Wolf, Eric Roode, Killian Dane, a.k.a. Sanity, Andrade Cien Almas, and Tino Sabatelli in 20 minutes when Black defeats Sabatelli by pinfall with a Awari Death Foot Stomp. Alright, so Aleister Black pins Tino Sabatelli off television, stuff that is not made for air. Not at all made for air. This was just to send the fans home happy. So So we get here. We got a 66 rating. The show increased our popularity in 44 regions. That was great, everyone. We are 5 or 6 weeks away from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, our biggest takeover of the year. Basically, our SummerSlam. I will be revealing our WrestleMania. It was the same thing I had in the first season of NXT The Game. But this was NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 18 of NXT TV. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys in a couple days.